This video of Conor McGregor sparring legit makes me angry. Today we're going to watch the whole thing together and I'm going to go through and explain to you exactly why this upsets me so much. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. One of my previous videos that I've done before talks about sparring etiquette. And there are so many things that Conor McGregor is doing in this video that to me break that sparring etiquette. And it's just something that you gotta be on top of if you wanna maintain sparring partners and you wanna take care of them. But I guess in McGregor's case, he can just pay people to come in. If he beats them up, he does things that are inappropriate, he can find new guys very easy because everybody, I'm sure, wants to put in rounds with this guy. But still, we should note what he's doing wrong, make sure we're not doing it ourselves, make sure we understand everything so we can point out to other people if we see them doing the same thing incorrectly. And I just want to take a moment and vent because in my mind, this is just ridiculous footage, ridiculous sparring. So here we go, we're going to start with the beginning of the video. And the first thing, as soon as I started watching, I went, what is Conor doing? He doesn't have shin pads on and he's wearing shoes. When you are sparring with somebody, I can guarantee you they are not going to appreciate you wearing shoes. They're just extra mean. If you front kick somebody up to the face with shoes on, that's disgusting. To the body, it's still not nice because you can end up sort of doing a toe punt, which protects your toe where normally you might jam it, and you avoid that technique for that reason. So training in shoes makes sense if you're boxing, but as soon as you start kicking, the shoes gotta come off, and it makes zero sense that one guy has shin pads on to protect himself and the other guy doesn't. You gear up, you do it correctly, you make sure you're staying safe, unless you're doing Thai style sparring where it's super chill and you know you're not gonna get hurt, but I'm assuming that's not gonna be the case with McGregor as soon as I started watching it. Okay, let's move on. Conor threw a low kick there. Again, without shin pads. Why are you doing that? He also came dangerously close to that guy's knee, and I'm just not a big fan of targeting the joints at all, but if you're not gonna wear the shin pads, you definitely should not be going to that zone. And the other thing I don't really understand in this video is why the heck are they both wearing MMA gloves? Unless you're going really light, like I can understand the practicality. If you have an MMA fight coming on or coming up, put the MMA gloves on, of course, but McGregor, he doesn't have a fight coming up that we're aware of. If he does, we're probably talking 3-4 months away. And to be sparring hard, I mean, they're not going really hard, but to be sparring with those gloves, it's just a timing thing. It's a reaction thing. And you have to recognize that those small gloves are gonna hurt people so much easier. So yeah, personally, I just don't understand why you would be doing that. McGregor with the spinning side kick or hook kick, it was hard to tell at head level. Again, jerk move when you have the sole of the shoe, the heel of the shoe wrapping around to make impact. It's just gonna hurt that much more. And now we move into the end of the footage. McGregor bouncing, leaps forward, lands across. It did not look devastatingly hard, but enough that it rocked the dude. And it comes back to my point. Why are you wearing such small gloves for sparring? Now, granted, these may not be 4-ounce gloves. It's really hard to tell. They could be 6-ounce. They don't look big enough to be hybrid, but there's just so many things in this video clip where I'm going, McGregor, you're a former 2-time UFC champion. The guy you're sparring with does not look very good. And I mean, maybe he is. Maybe this is a high-level dude and McGregor is just outpointing him and just so much better. But there's just so many things that upset me about this sparring video. And I just went, I have to share it with everybody and hopefully re-emphasize that sparring etiquette is important and you should be mindful because people don't want to spar with guys who are being jerks. So what does everybody think on the channel? Do you think that was legit sparring? It was, you know, all fair? In love and war, essentially? Or do you think that that was kind of outside the box of what is appropriate for sparring? He should have had shin pads on, he should have taken off his shoes, you should be sparring in bigger gloves, and why are you lighting somebody up with a punch hard enough to put them down in a sparring session, especially when you don't have a fight coming up in the next couple months. Your opinion down below, let me know. Conor, he's always somebody who's super intriguing to watch, you know, leading up to fights, very exciting. But the more and more I watch about this guy, the more I go, ugh, he just bugs me. But super skilled at striking, no doubt. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you have not already, join the channel and get subscribed. As always, train hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.